The villain in poker today is not a specific player. It's the death of the action itself. Especially in Hold'em, it feels like the golden age of profits have been replaced with solver robots. Everyone's staring at the same charts, which means the high EV blunders that used to pay the bills are gone. On many tables, it's no longer a game of edge, it's just a high rate grind for tiny percentages. But just because your specific table dried up, doesn't mean the money actually left the building. The action hasn't died, it just moved to 4 cards. The recreational players looking for volatility have quietly migrated to PLO, flooding those games without actually studying any of the math. It's the ultimate lifeline for the serious player. If you bring a surgical precision to that environment, there is a lot of dead money to collect. But seeing the opportunity is the easy part. Surviving the friction of the learning curve is what actually holds people back from realizing. Without an honest guide, moving to PLO can be an expensive experiment. But the reality is that a solid Hold'em player is already 80% of the way there. I'm simply sharing the guide for that final 20%, letting you bypass the pitfalls, the time sinks, and the ignorance taxes of the transition, and step right into the edges and the win rates that feel like the golden age of poker again. And while those edges are exactly why most players make the switch to PLO, the ultimate payout doesn't actually happen at the cage. The goal of this math isn't just a higher win rate. It's eliminating that 3 a.m. anxiety where you stare at the wall, wondering if you misplayed a spot or if you'll ever win again. True systemic peace means you never leave the tables questioning your decisions. You get to enjoy your life outside of the casino because you already know the answer before the cards are even dealt. You don't just win the money, you win the quiet luxury of clarity, finally able to see the game exactly as it is. The catch is, installing the architecture required to actually reach that level of peace takes an absolute, unbroken focus. So acquiring the accurate blueprint is only half the equation. The other half is where you actually sit down to install it. Whether it's our flagship locations in Brazil or our other private locations on the circuit, we create a sanctuary for a few serious players to do their own deep work, surrounded by a standard of excellence that forces you to level up just by being there. If your current setup is the bottleneck, stop fighting it and step into a house built for systemic peace. The blueprint is proven and the environment is built. The only variable left in the equation is how long you're willing to wait. The golden window for PLO is right now, but the overall market will eventually catch up. So don't waste another month in dead Hold'em games. Hit the link to apply for the next 5-day residency, and let's get to work.